before in our old life, there was a lot of stuff that felt like it was weighing us down and sort of eating up all of our time and our resources. And we just realized that a lot of that stuff just didn't matter to us.
When I was 19, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Such an intense phrase. Choosing a simple life had a huge positive impact on my mental health.
It was really therapeutic just to boil all of my possessions down to the bare necessities. So this is a small space, but we have found that it is absolutely everything that we need. There's even times where we think we might even have a little too much space, which is crazy to think about because it's only 29 feet long.
We toiled quite a bit over whether we wanted to do van life or trailer life. And we landed on trailer life mainly because we knew that we would get longevity out of it. We knew that we could live out of a trailer for 10 years as opposed to the back of a van.
We'll start right here in the bedroom. So this is what they call a trailer queen. So it's the same width as a queen, it's just a little bit shorter. So underneath the bed, it lifts up, and I have all my clothes right here in 2 bins that stack on top of each other. Andrew's clothes, suitcases, miscellaneous items. So really just tons of storage under here, and we definitely fill up all the storage in the trailer. We also have a little bit of storage right here on each side. This is where I keep all my jackets, dresses, and other miscellaneous stuff just tucked away out of sight. We got room for books up there, which is very important for me.
What inspired me to downsize definitely was whenever Andrew and I first got together, before we were even married, we would go on long road trips together. And we would we're talking like 3 weeks, and we would just live out of the car for 3 weeks. Yeah. And just doing those trips completely changed my perspective on life.
This little couch right here turns into a bed. My niece came to visit, and this is where she slept. And from what I hear, it's pretty cozy. So the great thing about trailers is that they try to hide storage everywhere. So underneath both of the seats and the dinette, we have some storage. So this is where we keep paper towels, toilet paper, trash bags, cleaning items, just miscellaneous stuff that we don't have to get to too often because it's a pain to get underneath there. But my favorite part of the trailer is I have my very own little kitchen. It really is. I'm surprised because I love to cook. I cook every day. I'm surprised at how well this small space works for me, but it really does work perfectly. I use the table as my chopping area, and then I have an oven. It's small, but it's just enough space to cook for 2. I got a 3-burner gas stovetop.
I've noticed that when I'm not eating well and I'm splurging on food, I become very unhealthy mentally. So just putting good fuel into my body gives me energy to climb mountains and helps me balance throughout the day.
This is our pantry up here, so they do hide in storage everywhere. We added this shelf to double the storage, and that really helped. And when I say we added the shelf, Andrew added the shelf.
It was surprising how much stuff we had. We had a whole house filled with it, closets filled, a garage filled. It was surprisingly therapeutic to let go of those items.
Back here is our little bathroom area. Really is just what we need. We have storage right here and also underneath. Whenever we lived at home in Dallas, I had a huge bathroom and the cabinets were full of stuff. It just had so much stuff in it. Here is Andrew's office.
I knew I needed a tiny bit of office space at least. Like at least enough room to store paper and ink and printer and hard drives and, you know, all the stuff that goes along with it. And then all the camera gear and video gear and everything.
Also, here's a nice little treat. We have a cat, and Andrew cut a hole in this little area right here so the cat can get underneath to this storage. And that's where his litter box is. So it's away, it's out of sight, out of mind.
not smelly. And then last but not least, we have our very own bathroom.
Being able to take our comfy bed and our restroom and our shower everywhere we go has really been invaluable.
It really is just absolutely everything that we need. We have our very own toilet, which whenever you're a nomad, to have your own toilet with you is a special treat. It's a luxury. And a shower that is just big enough, just perfect. So that is our space. We call the trailer Gertie. We named it after my grandmother, who is very special to me. So I hope you enjoyed the tour.
This is Haas. It's an F-150 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which a lot of people are really surprised that we can pull the trailer with this, but it actually has a max towing capacity of 12,500, I think, like way more than we need. It's the XLT version, and we got it for really cheap. Haas presented some problems for me over the last 2 years because the guy before that we bought the truck from never took care of it. So it's really exercised my problem-solving skills, and it's allowed me to see that that is one of my strengths. Oh, look. This is my driving treat. I'm a candy addict. I'm working on it, though. I'm acknowledging it, and I'm working on it. It's filthy right now, but this is kind of the way it normally is. I try to clean it. I'm in charge of this, so I try to clean it like once every 2 weeks if I can. It gets lots of dog hair and stuff like that. But I keep a lot of my equipment back here. Don't tell anyone. Shh. But I do. I just keep it all right here so that it's ready to go because I'm literally shooting every day. Just for me to be able to get out and shoot a new landscape every sunset and sunrise has taken my abilities to a whole new level. It's really helped hone my craft. This is a really comfy ride. It's 4-wheel drive, so we can get into really a lot of crazy places. This is really what it looks like 90% of the time. It is in disarray right now. Sorry that you're seeing this, but we fill up these waters at the grocery store. This is our drinking water. We're running out. Our coolers, our sleeping bags, our sleeping pad for when we sleep in the back of the truck. Sometimes I'll do solo overnighters and I'll drive into, a pretty place and then I'll sleep in the back of the truck. We've got all our camping gear in here. I have all my tools to fix our trailer and our truck. My tools all got stolen right before we left Dallas, which was really lame. So I've been slowly accruing the tools that I need. I built this really kind of cruddy makeshift shelving system in here, but it works. It's kind of falling apart. We always have extra gasoline. We always have 2 jacks, and then we have our bin system under here. Camping gear, right? Everything we need for backpacking and car camping. A tool bin in there, and then I've got a photo bin in the back. So really, we've got pretty much everything we need right here for doing some sort of off-road adventures. Ellen and I, from the very beginning, have always loved car camping and backpacking and going on adventures. And so Gertie has sort of provided us a base camp, a comfortable base camp from which we can jump out. I guess that's it. What else do you want to know? I did this yesterday. These are some of the perils of life on the road. I busted this off when I had to turn the truck and the trailer at a weird angle, and then it also dented the truck. So I try to take really good care of this truck. You wouldn't know that by looking at it, but if you ask my wife, she would tell you that I do take pretty good care. She's nodding her head like this, so that's good, not doing that. Anyway, that's Haas.
Thumbs up. I found that when I was in the city, I was living on just a higher energy level, and that was causing me a lot of anxiety and stress because I was just buzzing all the time. So moving out here, out in the country, surrounded by nature and a simple life, really started to affect my mental health.
So making this jump has really put all of our dreams at the forefront for us and made them accessible.
Downsizing and simplifying our life has given us the freedom to pursue the things that are important to us. Hi, I'm Ellen. I'm Andrew's wife. I am a yogi and a writer.
And a model for me.
This is how I model.
That's
for
how she
you.
models, and it works really well for my business.
So a big concept that we are working on is becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable.
You were about to make me uncomfortable.